The super yacht in front of me is a 96-foot custom-built yacht built by New England Boatworks, and it was designed by the famous Raymond Hunt. Welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tony. This yacht was first delivered in 2003, but it has had a refit in 2020. The beam is 20 feet and 6 inches. It has a draft of 5 feet and 6 inches, so it's a perfect boat for exploring the Bahamas. Ray Hunt Design is a widely recognized and respected name in the world of naval architecture. This one has the deep V hull. Now this yacht has only been used privately. It has never been chartered. It's in immaculate condition, and it's listed for sale by Worth Avenue Yachts. They've granted us access to do a full tour of this super yacht today. Let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, we're looking all the way aft on this yacht. And this is the tender for the yacht. Currently it's just tied up. But there is a swim platform back here. And you'll also see this gorgeous two-toned paint. Because of how the boat's tied up right now, I don't think we can fully capture it, but it looks immaculate. And one really cool design feature, which I'm gonna walk on board and show you this as well, we actually have multiple spaces to hang out back on the aft deck. You can see up here you have a table, but then even further back, you have additional seating, and that is protected from the sun. Or on a beautiful day, you could bring these chairs down onto the swim platform. You really have a multitude of options back here. This boat has just some incredible classic lines. I think you're gonna really like the interior as well. So let's slip our shoes off. I'm actually gonna carry them with me and put them in the basket. So as you'll see, there is a side access door right here, but we're gonna start this tour back to front. And here's that first seating area I was talking about on the aft deck. You can see you have a sink as well and a grill that's right under this cover. The stairs will lead up to the upper deck. And then here's that second aft deck area I was talking about. And right down the middle is where you find that swim platform. So now I think we're gonna step into the main salon. Now I know it's hard to portray this on camera, but this yacht just feels incredibly sturdy. You can tell it was built to last. In the ceiling, you do have the handrail, so you're very comfortable when you're dealing with some rough seas. You have all these seating areas on the port side. More on the opposite side. And then if we step forward, this is a pretty cool design. You have a TV mounted right here, but it can be swiveled out, so you can watch it from the main salon. And then you also have some refrigerators built right in, right here. Now these stairs will lead us to the pilot house, which is on the upper deck. And forward, you'll find the formal dining area. Like I mentioned before, you have the side access doors on both sides. And then here's another really cool feature on this yacht. There's a little owner's office all the way forward. And obviously, with all of these windows, you get a fantastic view from this area. Now this yacht is fully crewed, so we're going to check out the galley, which is forward really quick. You can see the crew mess right here. I'm showing you the galley before the guest cabins because they're about to get provisioned, so they're going to be in this space. But here you can see your full-size Miele professional washer and dryer. And on the opposite side, you have your Sub-Zero refrigerator and freezer and the galley. Your cooktop is right below this, and you do have a full vent overhead. It's nice to see a real exhaust. And you have your double sink and your full-size oven and dishwasher. Now, I think this is a pretty good sized crew mess, especially since this yacht only has 4 crew. And these 2 crew cabins are mirrored. So you can see it's a bunk room. And then forward, you have the ensuite. And this is also the wet room. You can see the shower head right up here. And one thing I'll say, it's always nice to see the AC working. It feels incredibly good in this in this crew cabin. And they also have built-in storage on both sides of the cabin. All right, let's get out of the cruiseway. So now we're going to head down to the guest cabins. And this yacht has some customization options down here, but it can sleep up to 8 guests in 4 different staterooms. And I'll talk about the customization options in a moment. But here you have the 3rd or 4th cabin, depending on how you're running the boat, with 2 single beds. I like how there's storage built in underneath. And then they have a large closet as well. So you'll find the opposite cabin is mirrored to this one. So once again, 2 single beds, the closet, and then these 2 rooms don't have en-suites, but they share the head, which is right here. And then you step through to the separate shower stall. Now here's where you get that customization option. If you wanted to, you could have 2 separate cabins right here, the master and the VIP, or there's actually a double door which connects these 2 cabins. You can have this as one huge primary suite, and that's how it's currently set up. So you can see this door is closed, but if we step into here, you can see your large bed with more of that storage built in underneath. You have your ensuite on the far side. With its separate shower stall, of course. You have closets all along the wall over there. And then here is that double door I was talking about. So you can see right now they do have the 2 different beds in here. So realistically, you could close these 2 doors, and now you have 2 identical cabins. There's that closed door to the landing. So obviously both of these have their benefits. If you want to have more guests on board, you could set it up as the 4 full cabins, because this one does have an ensuite as well. Same setup as before. And if you really wanted to make this space your own, if you knew you never were going to have 8 full guests on, you could remove one of these beds and then put some sofas in here, or like set up an entertainment center. You have a bunch of different options with what you could do in here. But I do think the options, just having options in general on a boat like this, is really nice. So you have to let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Let me know how you would set this up. So those are all 4 cabins, or 3 cabins, however you want to call it. This leads us back into the main salon, of course. Now we're going to head up to the pilot house. And one thing I loved about up here, although the teak deck does start, this is still a fully enclosed pilot house. So you have full AC in here. You have 3 Stid helm chairs. And then here you can see your steering wheel and all of the controls on the SuperYacht. Obviously, when these covers are off, you have great visibility from up here because of the wraparound windows. And then behind the helm station, you have this wonderful office space, or you could use this as a dining table. You have the little settee over here, and then the TV mounted up on the wall. Excuse me, just mounted over that space. And one more cool feature up here is this does have a day head located right here. It's great so you don't have to go running around the yacht if you're up here. And there is a skylight overhead. So now we're going to step out to the upper deck, or the flybridge, however you prefer to call it. Here you have this great seating area in a booth style. And on the opposite side, you have another TV, a little sink, and a large fridge and freezer. So no matter what area you are on this SuperYacht, you're definitely well catered for. And this is covered by a hardtop. Then if we keep moving back, you have more deck furniture. And then you can also store your tender up here on these chocks. And then here is the crane for your tender or jet ski, whatever you're storing up here. And then here you can see a life raft. I'm currently in Annapolis, Maryland. We have a fantastic view from up here. So now we're going to head down these stairs, and then I think we'll move forward all the way up to the bow. So as you'll see, this engine room is massive. There are multiple ways to get down in here. And here are the 2 engines. This yacht comes with a pair of Cat 3412E engines. They're 1,440 horsepower each. Your top speed is 25 knots. You can cruise at 18, and you'll get about 880 nautical miles of range at that cruising speed. You also have Northern Lights generators and a Sea Exchange 2200 water maker. So you're very well equipped in this engine room. All right, we're gonna drop our shoes off right here really quick. The owners actually came aboard and they're about to have lunch on the aft deck. So that's why we hit the engine room first. But as you can see, all the way up on the bow, you can see your anchor right over here. And then in here you have a bosun's closet. So you have tons of storage in this area. And I think we've hit every area on the yacht. So thank you so much for watching the tour, and thank you to Worth Avenue Yachts for setting up this tour. This listing of theirs will be linked down in the description if you want to see it in greater detail. We'll catch you next time.